Whiterun discovered.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
Well, that's good.
Brigands I can handle. But this talk of dragons? World's gone mad, I say.
Yep.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Wait, I want to talk to you.
Greymane or Battleborn?
What?
Got stones in your ears? I asked what side you're on. Greymane or Battleborn? New in town, huh? Whiterun's got two clans, both old and both respected. Difference is, the Greymanes turned their backs on the Empire, and we Battleborn stayed loyal. So I'll ask again, Greymane or Battleborn?
Because I feel like you'll attack me if I don't say this. Well, oh yeah, I'm not picking sides.
Sooner or later, we all have to choose a side. Long live the Empire.
Okay.
Everything all right?
Yes. Is this like a bar? Can I get drunk in this game? That would be awesome.
Hello, friend. In the market for some hunting supplies?
Why, yes.
An archer, eh? I've got just what you need.
Ooh. I can't afford that, but I want it. Why?
Yes, I hear that question often. My brother Honorius and I came up with it one night after consuming rather too much meat. After our drinks, we went out for a moonlight hunt. We got separated, and in his drunken state, my brother mistook me for a deer. He shot an arrow that pierced my, well, rump. After such a memorable adventure, we knew we had the name for our shop.
That is a very entertaining story. I like this guy. I like him, and I like his brother.
Try Hulda, the innkeeper at the Bannered Mare. It's just up the road near the market. You should check in at Dragon's Reach too. There's so much going on these days. The Jarl or his steward might have need of help.
Alright. Sounds good.
Thank you very much for your business.
No problem. I like you, so I might be back.
I know nothing of fear and nothing of remorse. Pay my fee, and together we will vanquish any foe. I am an artisan, painting in strokes of blood red upon the canvas of life. But yes, I will take coin to fight at your side. After all, where is the value in creating art if there is nobody left alive to see it?
I see your point, I guess. Kind of. Alright. Well, I don't have 500 anyway, so.
Walk always in shadows, so that you will see your foes before they see you.
Yes. Wise words.
Are you? Here you stand, talking to a married woman. Why? Am I that interesting? Or perhaps there are other things on your mind? Men are all alike, from Skyrim to Hammerfell. They care only for war and politics, and treat their women like cattle.
She has a very low... There we go. She has very low, Is she gonna say something?
Hello, friend.
Oh.
In the market for some hunting supplies?
Yeah.
Farewell.
You two need to leave. Even though this is your establishment, I can't get out with you here.
What do you need?
Oh, there we go. Yeah. I need to find a place to sleep. I I don't know where. Wait. I think this might be an inn.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to. If you need more food or drink, speak to Hulda.
Okay.
Now please, no more questions.
Well, gosh. I actually, instead of going to sleep, I'm gonna go talk to the Jarl. Because that is, I think... Whoops. Quest. No. Miscellaneous. Join the Stormcloak Rebellion. Talk to the Jarl of Whiterun. Okay. This is cool. I actually like this city. It's kind of like a nice... I don't know, it seems like it's a nice little tiered city. You know, you've got the lower tier, the middle tier, and the upper tier. Kind of like a... I don't know, it's kind of cool. You can come up here and kind of look out over the city. I like it.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit day.
Okay. And we have the Whiterun Jarlery.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors.
Who's this then?
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
Yes, he will.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Yes. That, Which... this is kind of like a smart-ass way of saying yes, and this is kind of a politically correct way. I kind of want to say this, though. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Is he going to be, like, annoyed with me if I say this? Is he going to be like, oh, well, you know, you were... I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know if... I had a great view while the Imperials were trying to cut off my head. It's just... I feel like that's something... I feel like that's something that I maybe would want to say, but at the same time, I think the character that I am, this Dormir, the Dark Elf, would say something more along the lines of this.
By Ismir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that
The
dragon
Jarl
is
of
lurking in the
Falkirk will
mountains...
view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons, and rumors of dragons.
Alright then, let's talk to this wizard character. I am looking to become a mage, so perhaps this wizard would be advantageous for me to acquaint myself with.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors?
You all said you had a project. How do you enchant weapons and armor? What have you got for sale? Are you the only wizard in Whiterun? First, let's take
Spells
some...
and incantations for those with the talent to guess them.
What I meant to say was, see what he has for sale. Books. These are very expensive. Once I get some coins, I definitely want to. I want to buy a lot of... Like, he has a... Holy God almighty, he has a lot. Alright. Let's see, we'll just go with... How do you enchant weapons and armor?
Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin.
Ah. Alright then.
What? Project? You think you could help me? I really don't think so.
Alright.
What? I never even cast it. Ah, I see. You have some knowledge of the higher art. Please forgive my earlier rudeness. I am so often interrupted by visitors wandering in. I can occasionally become quite savage. Now, what did you say you wanted? Ah, indeed? The Jarl. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
That sounds something that would be down my alley of expertise. What does that have to do with dragons, though?
Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from?
So what do you need me to do then?
I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Anything that you can tell me about Bleak Falls Barrow, where I will be delving into its deepest inner sanctum to retrieve a stone that may or may not actually be there. So I think I should know a little bit about this place.
An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there.
A miserable little village. Oh, that is... yeah. I agree, though. It wasn't the most impressive of villages, but still.
Well, we must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources.
Alright, tell me about the Dragon War. I've heard this term, and I don't know what it's about.
I'm not surprised you've never heard of it. Even I used to think it was just a myth. But not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest glimmer of the actual events has come down to us. Far back in the Mythic era, the dragons were worshipped as gods in Skyrim. Many of the monumental ruins that still dot the landscape were in fact built as temples to the dragons. The details are lost, but at some point the Nords rebelled. After a long and terrible war, the Nords overthrew their dragon overlords.
Huh. So were all the dragons killed in this dragon war?
Oh no, many were killed, of course, but many survived into historical times. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgruf's ancestors to hold a captive dragon. Hence its name, Dragon's Reach.
Huh. Are you the only are you the only wizard in Whiterun?
I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense.
Most definitely.
Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task.
Well, that's derogatory, but okay.
A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the College of Winterhold.
College of Winterhold, alright. Have you encountered any dragons?
Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be.
Alright, do you owe alliance to the Imperials?
If I said that was a tedious question, would you be smart enough to know what I meant? Probably not. As long as I'm left alone to pursue my research, I don't care who gives the orders. Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day.
Wait!
Farengar.
Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow.
I'm sure you two will get along things.
I'll put it simply, so you'll understand. I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the whole is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day.
Alright.
This is a priority now. Anything we can use to fight this dragon, or dragons. We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgruf. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
Fair enough. So that court wizard guy, I kind of like him and I kind of hate him at the same time. He seems pretty cool, and then he says things like, I'm doing a menial task because he's not worthy of it, and stuff like that. I don't know. We'll have to see how things turn out with him.